views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Hola everyone, welcome to Open, the one and only show bringing the best of the Bronx, New York, and the world straight to you. I'm Rina Valentin, your host of Café con Leche every Friday. Here's what's coming up in today's show. Leading things off, we'll tell you about some events you can check out in today's Open Weekend Previews. After that, we'll sit down with two contestants competing in the Mr. organization to win the title of Mr. 2017. Then we'll get a taste of the 10th annual Allerton Avenue International Food Festival. And later on in the show, Bobby C brings us up to date with the latest headlines in the world of sports. And finally, our Open Artist Spotlight shines on Canadian-born singer-songwriter Amy Rivard, who's performed in over 30 different countries. So sit back y prepárate. All this and more is coming your way because now we are officially open. Hello and welcome to Open. I'm Rina Valentin, your host of Café con Leche for the next hour. Always inviting you to get social with us online. That's right, tweet us and follow us on Instagram at BronxNet TV and like us on Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. And of course, don't forget while you're there, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, FB, Insta Stories, Snapchat, LinkedIn at Rina Valentin. Okay, so it's time to get out your pen and papers, mi gente, for today's Open Weekend Preview. First up for you to check out the Bronx Summer Fest at Southern Boulevard they're kicking off the first weekend of the summer at this free outdoor street festival, bringing shopping, live music, games, and so much more right here in the Boogie Down Bronx. Organized by WEDCO, whose goal is to connect the community with local merchants and non-for-profit organizations. All this and more is happening June 23rd from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Lewis 9 Boulevard between Southern Boulevard and Jennings Street in the Bronx. And for more information, visit wedco.org. Next up, BRAC's Spring Pop-Up Workshops. This is the last weekend to participate in these free workshops offered by BRAC. And this first workshop this weekend is photography, a game of storytelling and memory with teaching artist Maria Bilbao Herrera, where students will create images relating to historic Bronx photography. The second workshop is poster art with teaching artist Danessa Usher, where students will create posters to market a hidden metaphor. And both workshops are taking place on Saturday, January 24th. The first workshop from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and the second workshop is from 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. And that's all happening at Bronx Community Board 6, located on 1932 Arthur Avenue in the Bronx. And for more information, you can visit BronxRiverArt.org. And finally, to get out and explore, Boogie on the Boulevard. It's a giant block party along the Grand Concourse, and it actually closes it off, so that all the cars and traffic are on hold. So there's going to be music, fitness programs, fun activities for kids, and a chance for the community to come together and just have some fun in the sun. All this is taking place every fourth Sunday in June, July, and August from 12 noon to 4 p.m. Once again, happening on the Grand Concourse between 162nd Street to 170th Street. And for more information, visit bronxmuseum.org/events. All right, and there you have it. Lots for you to do this weekend, so make sure you get out and enjoy the sun. The summer has arrived. Yay! Okay, so BronxNet's cameras went out in the open to get an inside look at Tremonti's, an Italian, restaurant that provides New Yorkers with historical and flavorful recipes.
In the Amalfi Coast of Italy resides the beautiful mountain town of Tremonti, a town known for its historical recipes that blend together to create colorful and extraordinary dishes. Now in the Big Apple, Chef Giovanni opens his restaurant to provide the city with classic meals made famous by his hometown.
So it was an idea when I came to America from Italy like 13 years ago to bring the Tremonti style food in New York. I drove many restaurants in Italy, family restaurants in Italy, but I realized that it's completely different run a restaurant here and run the restaurant in Italy. So I needed to get more experience. I work for a big company, for a big restaurant. I learn a lot. And when I found this location in this area, I thought that it was the moment to bring Tremonti in New York.
With generations of recipes passed down by his family, Chef Giovanni brings to his kitchen an extraordinary combination of passion and authenticity, two traits that are showcased with every exceptional dish served in his restaurant.
It was July 22nd, 1968. It was the family oven. I was 6 years old, and my grandfather, he asked me to make pizza for him. And I did. I was sick. The oven was too big for me. I need a chair. No, it was a case of beer, empty case of beer. I jump it, I make the pizza, I cook the pizza for him. It was the first pizza that I made.
Located in the heart of the East Village, the aromas of Tremonti's signature meals brings together numerous visitors from around the world. And for the chef, his first customers became a sign for things to come.
Two couples. They had this table here, just they say to the waiter, we already ate something, but we were working, just we want to try your pizza. They were 4 people. They started with 1 pizza, they finished with 4 pizzas and brought 2 pizzas home. This is the first impression that I say, probably we are in the right way.
Joining him on his journey is Giovanni's business partner, a chef who also shares the love of the kitchen, as well as the experience he's had working in Tremonti's.
Trabajamos juntos mucho tiempo y decidimos llegar hasta aquí donde estamos a formar Tremonti Pizza. Pues por todo eso estamos hasta aquí.
So I try to bring here the recipe, following the right recipe. This is my idea, this is my mission.
Each recipe coming down from generation to generation not only showcases the love of food possessed by the people of Tremonti, but also the passion for cooking that Chef Giovanni brings to the city from the place he calls home. This is Justin Rodriguez for BronxNet.
Delicioso. Mwah, Tremonti's, eh? Thank you, Justin. We have to take a quick break, but we'll have more open right after this.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund breeding.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke. I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke fast.
Hi, I'm David Lesh, legal correspondent to the Morning Show Open. If you have a legal question that you'd like me to answer, please send me an email at davidlesh@bronxnet.org, and I will address it on our Ask Your Lawyer segment.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Hello and welcome back to Open, everyone. Don't forget, we're always inviting you to get social with us. That's right. Tweet us at BronxNet TV and tweet me too at Rina Valentin. We want to hear from you. The Mr. organization is a male modeling competition for young men looking to break out into the entertainment industry. And during the 4 weeks of competition, the models partake in various events and activities, all leading up to a final gala where one winner is crowned. And joining us now to share more about the experience, we welcome Jonel Rio Pedre, Jordani Cepin, and Joseph Traverso. We got the 3 J's, and they're all this year's contestants. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jonel, Joseph,
Jordani.
Jordani.
Yes.
So, we welcome the Mr. organization annually. We usually have the contestants on air almost every year.
Oh, sweet.
And so it is always our pleasure. We usually have it with the previous winner, or rather the reigning winner, because he hasn't given it up yet, right? Because you guys are the contestants.
It's almost time.
So where are we in this competition?
Well, we just recently had our first press presentation yesterday, so that was a lot of fun. But we got to meet a lot of blogs and casting directors and a lot of last year's contestants also. So that was a lot of fun. We had to go to bed early just to make sure we made it here today.
Yay! Well, thank you for doing that. And trust me, it was worth it. It was worth it. So, let's talk a little bit about the organization and how you learned about it.
So the Miss Organization is a male modeling competition who is looking for guys to want to get into the entertainment industry. And I know about the competition because Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So it's really like on social media.
Yeah, they make a lot of noise. So
yes.
Are you guys nervous right now?
Yes, a little bit.
A little bit?
Yes.
Yes? Is this your first competition?
This is actually my first competition, so it's an awesome experience. It's something that I thought that would challenge myself, and it actually is. So.
Where are you from, Joseph?
I'm from South Jersey.
You're from South Jersey? Yeah, because he's the one here speaking like...
But that's just him. That's
no,
him
I
all
love
the
it.
time.
No, that's the whole idea, is that we have these different personalities of these fabulous-looking men. I mean, I could just sit here and look at all 3 of you all day. Thank you very much.
We can do the same.
No, thank you to the Mr. organization for always bringing them to me. So, what do you expect to walk away with? Of course, everybody wants to win, but just in the experience itself.
Well, from the competition, just experience with the entertainment industry. Like, for example, like this interview here, and with the guys, everything.
And you?
So even if I don't win, this is helping my confidence. It's helping me to learn to love my own skin. You know, so much diversity in the competition. It's just that there's no specific type of person that you have to be. You know, with the competition. You know, there's so much diversity. So I just love that.
And for me, I think the most that I've taken out of this, even just from this experience so far, is socializing with other people. I mean, aside from the other contestants that we've met, just the connections that we're making with people outside of the organization and people that's associated with it. So I think that's something that I'm definitely going to be able to take away.
So what do you do for a living?
So right now I'm in school because it's going to be a year that I get out from the Army. And I'm doing my master now.
I want to be there for the bathing suit competition.
Oh.
No, he's like, I just got off of the Army.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't help myself. No, so you just got off from the Army, so you're in school.
I'm doing my master now, so I'm at school.
And what are you
Psychology.
doing? In psychology?
Yes.
Oh, nice. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
You know.
Pretty and smart.
That's awesome.
Yes, I love that. And you?
Best of both worlds. So I'm active duty Air Force right now, full time.
Another military.
Yes. Exactly. And military police.
You fly planes?
No, I wish, but I don't. I did flyaway security before, so I was able to travel the country. I've been to like 47 countries.
Amazing.
So,
And you're how old?
25.
Oh my goodness.
So.
I can't even say I've been to 25 places in the world yet. Close, but not 25. And, you know, I'm maybe a couple of years older than you.
Just a couple.
Well, I'm not in the military or the army, but I'm an actor, and I'm a bartender during the daytime. So right now I work at a 5-star hotel in the Lower East Side, but it's a lot of fun.
Well, the idea is that you're all mixed in not only in culture, in occupation, as well as just color, culture, language. Because from what I remember, we've had other people that are like from other parts of the world that we've had on the show. And what I find most fascinating is that you gentlemen are not concerned with the image of being being referred to as a, you know, an object to look at, right?
Exactly.
So that's what we're talking about right now. Because, you know, women, it's kind of common for women, but it's not very often that we see men competing in pageants.
Right.
So how do you feel about that?
That's a really good question, actually. I feel confident about it. It's a new experience. Yeah, I never thought I'm gonna do this, but you know, I'm here, sit down with you right now. I'm in the competition, and I'm gonna do my best.
It's fun for the most part. I mean, we just recently had a photo shoot like a few weekends ago, and when we released the pictures online, it was like all of the social media blew up. So I was just like, all right, this is a lot of attention for all of a sudden, but it's a lot of fun.
It's been a journey for me as far as something like this, because I've been doing modeling for a couple years now, and you know, I've had like people come with the negativity about it, you know, so I feel like this helps me be more comfortable with that. And as I progress with this, you know, I honestly could care less about the negativity, you know. If you're not coming with that positive energy about like what I want to pursue in the modeling industry, or, you know, doing something positive like this, then, you know, I don't need to be around you.
Sounds like you study psychology.
Right?
Well, because you're counteracting whatever, you know, bad karma or whatever people have been trying to throw at you, right?
We definitely
Like,
get a lot more love than, you know, negativity, so that's always a good thing.
So how many of you are there in the entire competition this year?
There's 12 of us.
12,
There's
right?
12 of you.
12. Yeah.
And does it get narrowed down? Because we're running out of time, but I want to know really quickly what the process is.
So first it starts off with 12 of us,
Right.
and then we do formal wear, swimwear, and a special presentation, and then after that we narrow it down to 6. So after those 6, then they ask us questions, and then it narrows down to the final 4. And after the final 4, we get one more question, and then the winner is crowned.
And this is all being on that same final...
Same night.
The
Final
same night.
gala.
Okay, so when is that night? Do we know?
July 8th.
July 8th.
July 8th.
Oh, it's right around the corner.
It is, it's coming quick.
Yeah.
Oh
You
my
should so
God.
come.
Soon.
You should
You
so
should
come.
Well,
It's
no,
gonna
they asked me to
worth
be a
it.
judge last year. Maybe I'll be a judge this year.
That would be awesome.
that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that you guys say that being here on the show with me.
Yeah.
No, I mean, good luck to all of you. You're all
Thank you.
wonderful
Thank you so
gentlemen, and I can tell that, you know, this is going to open up other doors for you outside of the competition. And thank you for being here with us.
Thank you
on
for
Friday.
having us.
Friday.
I appreciate you.
Yes, awesome. We got our military men, and thank you for serving our country.
Thank you for the
All
support.
right, once again, you guys, for more information on the MR organization, check out the website by going to mr.org. I'm sure you could get tickets there, you know. I would get tickets if I were you, so make sure you visit the website. All right, once again, you guys, we got to take a quick break, but we'll be back with more Open when we return, so don't go anywhere.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race.
Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Hello, once again. Welcome back to Open, everyone. Tabitha, not Tabitha. We're not going to. Oh, yes, Tabitha is the owner and artistic visionary behind Sprinkle Splash. Yeah, we love that. As a self-taught baker, Tabitha enjoys creating delicious, unique flavors, treats, and edible works of art for people to try. We're going to take a look at that.
Hi, my name is Tabitha Lozano, and I'm the owner of Sprinkle Splash Bakery, located here inside La Marqueta of Spanish Harlem. Yeah, I'll grab this one here. No, I don't have. The birth of Sprinkle Splash itself came about 6.5 years ago. So I was working at People en Español magazine, and I had a friend who needed a baby shower cake for her daughter. So she called me, and she was really upset, and I said to her, hey, buy the stuff, and I'll make it for you. I'm pretty confident I can make this cake for you. After the 50th, 60th request, I realized I have a knack for this, and that's when I kind of decided maybe I should take a leap of faith and see where this can take us, you know? And we make everything here, our 180 square feet of magic.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. As a Puerto Rican woman, I had more challenges than a regular Anglo person growing up here in the United States. One door slamming in my face and another one opening. And there were many a times that I would wake up and say, this bill has been overdue so long. Maybe it's time for me to go back to the magazine. For me, it was about nothing great comes easy. There's hard work in anything that you want to do. And success will come if you stay consistent. In terms of our pastries and desserts, we try to keep everything traditional, but yet with a kind of Caribbean flair to it. This is a black and white checkerboard cake filled with our mocha espresso buttercream, topped with a chocolate ganache glaze. All right, it's kind of checkered. This right here has become our #1 seller. So it's our French toast pull-apart cupcake topped with bacon. We also have it topped with a cinnamon apple topping. And then we have them plain for some people that don't specifically like toppings. I have a client there waiting to pick hers up right now, talking about the cupcakes. Come on, come pick it up. We're not a cupcake company, we just do it well. And so it's an added component to what we really do well, which is our custom 3D cakes. To date, I think we've done about 1,800 custom cakes. But we do basically anything that you can think of, we can create for you in a custom cake. That's the beauty of being such a small bakery. Yeah, it's hard, but in order to stick out from the rest, you have to give your best. Definitely come on down, check us out, have a bacon, French toast cupcake, and if you want an egg on it, we can even put a fried egg on top of it for you.
Yummy! Wow, Sprinkle Splash. I think I gained 10 pounds just watching that. Delicious. And guess what? We're going to talk some more about food because the 10th annual Allerton Avenue International Food Festival will be taking place Saturday, June 24th from 12 noon to 5 p.m. And every year, this tasty event brings together the community and celebrates the diversity of the borough of the Bronx. And joining us now to share more, we welcome the director of the Allerton Avenue Merchants Association, Jean DeFrancis. Hello and welcome.
Hi, Irina. Looking great.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was our #1 complaint last year.
What?
Too many people gained too much weight.
Right.
So we brought Zumba in.
You brought Zumba in?
That's how we countered it.
That's great.
So fast today. Save it. Call Sprinkle Splash. Tell Sprinkle Splash to come join us tomorrow. It's not too late.
Oh, that's lovely. I'll be sure to make sure that they're aware that you've invited them. I don't know if they'll be able to respond.
I saw that segment. I fell in love.
Yeah, right?
That
you felt like you gained like 10 pounds too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was well executed, but really just everything there looked delicious. And so he's
I'm trying not to think about food until tomorrow. I'm not eating anything today. so that when tomorrow comes, I can eat everything.
Okay, so all right, so let's talk a little bit about this because
Yeah.
the beauty of this food festival is that you have all walks of life. So you have to taste everything.
And we're always looking for more. We want every single different kind of food, every nationality, every continent represented. So if you're out there and you're watching this show, tell your friends. And we could always have 2 of the same kind. So reach out to us because it's the only one in the Bronx.
So let's talk about what you are going to be featuring tomorrow with as far as cultures and food. Taste testing, because that's what we're going to talk about. And that's all I'm going to do is talk about it.
And we're going to talk about food, and we're going to gain the weight and think about it,
Just
and then
by
eat it
talking
tomorrow.
about it.
Just by talking about
yeah,
it.
I can
That
only
segment
imagine.
still, my mind is still in that segment.
But
I'm all about food.
He's putting on a food festival.
It's a food week. It's what we're thinking about. Italian food, Indian food, Pakistani food, West Indian food, every single Latino food that you can think of, Mexican, Spanish, Dominican, everything under the sun. We're bringing it in, we're bringing it out, and we're keeping our fingers crossed for the weather. It says it's going to stop at 11, so we may have a late start,
right?
But we're going to have a start, and it's going to be fantastic.
And then it's like 2-3 blocks closed down, right? And you said you implemented Zumba this year.
We brought Zumba and dancing, and we're throwing it in the front,
right?
So everybody can work up the appetite or eat, and then work off the excess weight. And then we have Jumpin' Dragons coming back. Music with a Message is back. Everybody, you know, we listen to the feedback from the community. They love those groups and the entertainment, and that's what we're bringing back. And we're always open to new suggestions and ideas.
And you have you can also bring your kids. I mean, obviously it's a
Very
family,
family-friendly,
right?
extremely.
But you also have face painting. You have things for the kids because you know they have to be occupied because if not, all they do is run around.
Balloon animals this time. I
Right.
think that's new, but still the face painting. The bounce houses are always going to be there.
So there's going to be a bouncy house?
There's
That's
always
it,
a
done.
bounce
That's
house.
done. All of them are going to be. That's all you
because
need.
We want your kids to be tired at the end of the day. You know, that's our contribution to the parents.
Oh my gosh,
Bring them
how
out,
thoughtful.
wear them out, and then you can sleep good that night.
It's true.
Fill up, go to sleep, you're good.
It's so true. So really the day consists of like just being with your family. I mean, I've attended on numerous occasions, and my biggest, surprise is like, oh, what's going to be the newcomer? So like as far as myself in taste testing. So I'm just curious, like who's new this year?
Well, we have a few surprises.
Oh, you want to say it?
I don't want to say it just yet.
Okay.
Because you know how these food festivals go, things change last minute too. So you say, there's a superstition. You say that this person's going to be there, and then something happens,
Right,
and
got
then they're not there.
Right.
So we're keeping it under ties, and then we're going to tell you everybody who has been there. But we are representing every single group and making sure that it's going to be well represented.
So, as the director of the Allerton Merchants Association, I mean, while this is a food festival, what is your goal in bringing the community together?
Well, that's exactly, a strong, healthy community is a community that knows each other. So in all seriousness, we do these events so the community can come out. And you don't have to be from Allerton. We invite everybody, Bronx-wide, city-wide, nationwide. You're all welcome to come to Allerton. And we want more people to know about Allerton. A lot of people don't know it's a neighborhood in the Bronx, to be honest. And so we bring positive attention to the neighborhood, and we bring the community together because when everybody knows each other, they work together, they're more comfortable, we resolve issues a lot better. And it's just win-win, and then we get to eat great food. So,
and I'm just sharing that. I guess I'm bringing it up because I think one of the most important contributions that we have here, or one of the biggest assets, I should say, that we have here being in New York, is that we have the ability to kind of flavor other cultures without having to go anywhere. And I think it's important.
we do it well, that's the most impressive thing. It seems like we get the best of the best. And I don't want to be too brash as a New Yorker, but it seems like New York gets the best of the best, and they come here. And they showcase it. They're proud of their heritage. They're proud of their background, and they want to do it to the fullest potential. So we are spoiled here, and we're lucky to be in New York. I totally believe that.
So just in your observation, have you witnessed like various cultures trying other cultures' food?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's not as predominant because, you know, you're used to what grandma cooks or
Right.
what mom cooks. But there's that curiosity, and if you welcome them in, sometimes there's that hesitation. Oh, am I allowed to eat this food? That's what I've noticed. And we deliberately call ourselves the Allerton International Merchants because I believe Allerton is one of the most diverse neighborhoods in the Bronx. We have a wide variety in spice, and we want to showcase that and promote and celebrate it to the fullest.
So I'm
And-
bringing it up because I think it's important, like when you go to these events, that you try something different.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
And we
It's
want to
like,
encourage people to try something different. Get out of your comfort zone. But to be blunt, once they're Americanized and they got that Bronx fire in them, then they're all out and they're trying everything. Then there's no hold bars. When they're just from Albania or the Dominican Republic, then they're like, well, I'm going to stick with what I know, and that's fine too. You know, we don't want to make anybody uncomfortable, but it's taste it around. It's a big world, you know.
yes, especially being here in New York, variety is the spice of life.
And that's what we're celebrating. And we always get along. And that's the beautiful thing about Allerton that we want to showcase. Every different background, we don't have these issues you hear in the news. We all work together. We all get along together, and it's beautiful. And so we want people from outside Allerton come down, see how we do it on Allerton.
So, and that's the beauty of us, is the multiculturalism, you know, never mind what
We
they
don't
say
deal with
out
the
there.
nonsense. You know, everybody gets in a negative mood sometimes, but you focus on the positive.
All right, well, they're wrapping us up, but I just
What?
want a little hint of the surprise, just a little hint.
They're on the West Indian restaurant is
Okay.
brand new,
Uh-huh.
and we're actually trying to lure them to Allerton as well.
West Indian food?
West Indian food. Jerk chicken, and that's my favorite.
Yeah, well.
And they'll be out in full force.
I'm sure you're going to get them there. Well, thank you for always coming here and
Love you.
sharing your, we love you too. You'll hang in there. I know you're
we're gonna see
fasting.
you tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm going to go and be the taste tester for you.
We need a judge.
Thank you.
right.
Whew. Oh, gosh. So, once again, the 10th annual Allerton Avenue International Food Festival will be taking place on Saturday, June 24th, from 12 noon to 5 p.m. along Allerton Avenues between Barnes and Wallace Avenues. And for more information, you can call 917-640-1003. And, of course, or just show up. That's the idea. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. Bobby C's weekly sports roundup is coming up next.
I'm only 17, but I know about investing. Believe in something, buy shares in it, watch it grow. So, what if you could invest in the future? The future of kids, like a stock. Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. I could be one of the first college graduates from my family, the first philanthropist from my neighborhood. And if I'm the first, then maybe there's a second and a third. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow. My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
This is Bobby C, and we begin our look at sports this week with the future of the NBA.
It's always been my dream to play in the NBA. Now it's finally here. So I look back on it when I have a chance to, but right now I'm just trying to live in the moment. Just hearing my name, man, have dreams about it when you're little, and now it's finally here. It's just all a dream come true.
It's real now. It's not knowing what teams pick and stuff, and tomorrow we're going to be getting drafted to a team, so it's crazy.
It's so exciting. You know, I'm really grateful. I told the other guy, I just can't believe that you guys know who I am. Because a couple years ago, nobody knew who I was.
The opportunity to meet all these great coaches and organizations, GMs, and everything like that, I think that's really been a blessing to me. Just to get knowledge from them to see what I have to do better to become the best player I can possibly be.
Dennis, what would it mean to you to be a member of the New York Nets?
It would mean everything to me. It's one of the legendary franchises in the NBA, and I would be thankful to be a part of that.
What's today, the 21st? June, I graduated June 4th, high school. So it's been a year and almost 3 weeks, and then I was at Kentucky June 7th. So it's been a little bit over a year since I graduated high school, and yeah, life changed so much in a year.
You know, emotions are gonna be flying all over the place. You know, it's been something I've been looking forward to my entire life. I'm glad to be here right now, but the thing I'm most looking forward to is, you know, just having my family there and just being in the moment. It'll definitely be a moment I remember forever.
In the days leading up to Thursday night's NBA draft in Brooklyn, the Philadelphia 76ers swapped their third pick in a package for number 1, where they took the consensus top pick as expected in point guard Markelle Fultz out of Washington. The draft was loaded with freshmen until the Knicks selected at number 8. UCLA playmaker Lonzo Ball went second to the LA Lakers, while the Boston Celtics nabbed Duke's Jason Tatum. Kansas's Josh Jackson followed at 4 to Phoenix. Kentucky's De'Aaron Fox came off the board at 5 to Sacramento. The top 10 was also highlighted by the Knicks selection of French point guard Frank Ntilikina. Knicks president Phil Jackson passed on North Carolina State's Dennis Smith Jr., considered one of the most athletic players in the draft with a recorded 48-inch vertical. He was taken a spot later by Dallas. Malik Monk was also a target who went 11 to the Kings. However, the Knicks scouted Ntilikina extensively overseas, and with the triangle as the focus of Jackson's draft workouts, it's no surprise that he took the better team player over the better individual talent. The 18-year-old boasts a 7'3" wingspan and is a selfless table setter who is committed to defense, but he's completely unproven after averaging just 5.2 points in 18.3 minutes. He boarded a plane right after the draft to head back to France, where his pro team is in the playoffs. The last time the Knicks went French, they got Frédéric Weiss, best known for being posterized by Vince Carter. Do yourself a favor and YouTube it. The Orange and Blue are hoping for far better returns from their rookie point guard this time around. The NBA draft was buzzing with potential player movement, with such big names as Paul George and Kristaps Porzingis on the move. The only headline trade on draft night included Chicago and Minnesota, with Bulls star Jimmy Butler heading to Mini. The Brooklyn Nets and the LA Lakers had made a major move this past week, with Nets standout Brook Lopez heading out west in a deal that included Lakers guard D'Angelo Russell heading to the BK. The Nets then grabbed Jarrett Allen at number 22. The Texas center is a versatile big man, a good rebounder and blocker, and becomes the future of the front court for the Nets. Still hard to see Lopez go. He's a good dude and a very good player. For more coverage of the NBA draft, check out NBA.com for more. Mixed martial arts will take, center stage at Madison Square Garden this weekend as Bellator MMA comes to the Big Apple for a tremendous card. Bellator 180 will be available on Spike starting at 6 p.m. Saturday night, but the main card will get underway at 10 p.m. on pay-per-view. The $49.95 main card includes Chael Sonnen and Vanderlei Silva and is expected to be one of the main sporting events of the summer. We will have a full recap of Fight Week next week on the show, as well as an in-depth look at Bellator on Sports NYC. Of course, the boxing and MMA worlds will collide later this summer when Mayweather and McGregor meet on August 26th in Las Vegas. But the premier boxing matchup, set for just weeks later, will feature Triple G and Alvarez, who are a combined 86-1-1 with 67 knockouts. Triple G and Alvarez went on a press tour this week with stops in New York, Los Angeles as well. That fight is set for September 16th in Sin City. Time for some quick hitters. In the NHL, the league is gearing up for its draft, where the New Jersey Devils have the first pick. The draft kicks off tonight. I expect the Devils to select Canadian center Nolan Patrick, but there will be plenty of options for the organization in a top-heavy draft. Philadelphia, Dallas, and Colorado follow the Devils. And the NFL, the soon-to-be Sin City Raiders of Oakland made Derek Carr the highest-paid player in the league, a $125 million extension for the quarterback. On the baseball diamond, the New York Yankees have dropped 8 of their last 9, including another tough-to-swallow bullpen meltdown Thursday night in the Bronx. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim took 2 of 3 from the Bombers in the process. Lately, the pinstripers are Aaron Judge and no jury. The Yankees rookie provided his usual fireworks by hitting his major league leading 25th homer on Thursday night, but his teammates offered little help in the 10-5 loss. The Yanks will welcome Texas to the ballpark this weekend with Old-Timers Day on tap for Sunday. Meanwhile, the Mets lost 3 of 4 last weekend to Washington at home before heading out to L.A., where the Dodgers took 4 straight from the Mets. L.A. finished off the sweep in a 6-3 final Thursday. The Mets will wrap their West Coast trip this weekend in San Francisco. In the MLS, the New York Red Bulls and NYCFC have their showdown Saturday in the New York Derby. That game gets rolling at 1:30 p.m. On the WNBA hardwood, the New York Liberty have won 5 of their last 6 to turn things around of late. They face the Connecticut Sun at the Garden tonight. Fans won't want to miss the Hoops in the Sun Roundball Classic at Orchard Beach this weekend. NBAers Lance Stevenson and Isaiah Whitehead played last weekend in the Bronx, and the league continues to attract bigger and bigger names weekly. For more, check out hoopsinthesun.net. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for a final thought on the NBA draft from a Knicks perspective. As much as I try to avoid getting lost in the daily Knicks drama, it's hard to avoid really every week. First, the Orange and Blue make headlines for seriously considering dealing up-and-comer Kristaps Porzingis as the power struggle between Phil Jackson and the organization and some of the top players on the club continues. Thankfully, you can make a case that the Knicks were one of the winners on draft night for not losing Kristaps and rolling the dice on another international prospect who could easily be a Tony Parker-type game changer. Would I have liked to see them go more conventional for a college player like Dennis Smith Jr.? Yes. But as a Knicks fan, am I content with the 18-year-old French point guard project? Sure, only because I understand this will be a long uphill battle for the Knicks. But just when I decided that there was no way I would go with the Knicks in the C-list Friday morning, perhaps choosing to go back to Aaron Judge and what should be renamed the Aaron Judge list, Knicks owner James Dolan made me change my mind. Apparently, Dolan had better things to do on Thursday than concentrate on the NBA draft. With his team in absolute shambles, Dolan reportedly skipped the draft for a concert with his band JD and the Straight Shot. Dolan would rock out with his band and much rather do that than take control of the Knicks. Yes, I'm perplexed by this. He performed at the City Winery in New York City, and honestly, the way things have gone lately for the franchise, something says he couldn't have been much worse to listen to than the daily Knicks chatter. I'm hoping the international sensations of KP and the 18-year-old rookie can change that tune for the Knicks. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul.
welcome back to Open, everyone. It's now time for this week's Open Artist Spotlight.
The Open Artist Spotlight is made possible in part with public funds from the Bronx Council on the Arts through the New York State Council on the Arts Decentralization Program.
This week's spotlight shines on Canadian-born singer-songwriter whose talents has taken her worldwide, including here in the Big Apple on Broadway, that is. She's even performed the national anthem, for NASCAR and both New York and NHL teams. Sports is Bobby's. And her music explores different themes of heartache, longing, inspirational, and even ghosts. Performing for us now, please welcome to the Open Artist stage, Amy Rivard.
I stopped riding trains until I met you. Why take a ride that leads nowhere? Keep it secret, safe underground. Don't let it be seen, don't let it be found. All my fears, changing gears, just take a ride somewhere, full steam ahead with bravery, making a slave of me. Track 61. Never tell, never say. Keep it hidden far away. It'll derail you, drag you back, lock your heart away, like the track of an abandoned train. Jumped off the train, I saw you there. For you I'd go anywhere. Caught on the third rail in misery. That's just my history. Track 61. Never tell, never say. Keep it hidden far away. It'll derail you, drag you back, lock your heart away, like the track of an abandoned train. They say fall in love with your best friend. That hasn't worked for me. The end. This train too fast. My truth won't last. For you to come around, 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 around. For you. Track 61. Never tell, never say. Keep it hidden far away. It'll derail you, drag you back, lock your heart away, like the track of an abandoned train. Track 61. Never tell, never say.
you.
Oh.
Thank you. That was amazing.
Can I introduce
yes,
my band?
Please do,
Okay,
because I want to know what this instrument
yes.
is.
Oh, so we got Dave Campbell on the cello. We got Vinny Presit on the cajon. And then Andrew Rosario on the guitar.
Nice. Well, I knew there was a cajon, right? But I've never seen it played the way he was playing it. And then he's playing the tambourine with his foot.
Yeah, it's like one of these things, right? I can't do it. Yeah.
That's amazing. You guys are amazing. This is a lovely song.
Oh,
thank you for bringing it to us
much.
here on set, Amy.
Thank you.
Amy.
So such an honor to be here with you, so thank you.
Oh, no, let's talk a little bit about you and all the amazing work you've done.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm originally from Canada. Been here 8 years. Got all my music, on the Spotify, all those things. Just wrote or produced a music video with the Kaufman Astoria Studios, and it's called The Three Divas, and it's about some ghosts.
I think we're going to show them a little clip of that at the end of the entire show.
Okay.
And so this music that we just experienced,
yes.
Is it yours?
Yes, so this song is a song that I wrote with my songwriting partner. Her name is Georgia Weber, and we have a group called Subjects of the Queen, but she's also a vet by day, so that's why she couldn't be here today. She's a vet. She's a vet by day.
Beautiful. We
yeah.
love people who take care of animals.
Exactly. So that's called Track 61. It's about an abandoned train track in Grand Central Station. Its most famous passenger was Franklin D. Roosevelt. Well, it's about heartache, and I've used the metaphor of the train track.
Right.
And I seem to like writing songs about New York history. We have such a rich history here. I'm going to need to write one about the Bronx now.
Yes.
So you can tell me one of your favorite Bronx stories.
Oh, great. I'm happy
yes,
to.
I would love that.
I would love to inspire. I love your style. And so I had
you.
do you have any origins in Ireland or Scotland?
I'm kind of a mutt. I'm half Greek, a quarter Irish, and a quarter Flemish, which is Belgian. But really, I'm Canadian, landed in New York.
No, because I saw that you worked in Riverdance, right?
Yeah.
And also the Celtic Women,
yes,
right?
I was a singer with Riverdance and Celtic Woman and traveled.
Celtic, I said it wrong.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, everybody does. And I traveled the world with them. It was an amazing experience to be part of those shows. It was a big dream come true. Riverdance, I ushered the show. In Detroit, because I grew up across the border from Detroit, and I went to the show and I'm watching it and I'm thinking, oh, I want to be in this show. And then they were in Toronto. When I was in Toronto, went to the backstage door, met this kid, took my photo resume, and
that's all she wrote. And now you are incorporating folkloric sound into your music, which is what I appreciate. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. And we want to be sure that they get to see your videos. So for more on Amy, you can check out her Facebook, right?
Yep.
Amy Rivard. Amy Rivard. And that is our show today, mi gente. Thanks to all our guests for coming through, and to you, our viewers, for tuning in. If you missed any part of the show, you can check out the Recablecast tonight and 24 hours a day at BronxNet.tv. I'm Rena Valentin, and from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide paz, prosperity, y amor, adios. And we're going to leave you with the video for the Three Divas.
There once were three divas, you may not know their names, but back in the day it was all their game. Fashion, fur, diamonds and pearls, but these divas were no ordinary girls. They shared the same dream, the silent picture screen. First Broadway, the lights, shooting late into the night. Man at the feet, dying for a look. Don't ever cross the diva, she's got a nasty right hook. The divas, they all love the fame. The divas want you to remember their names. They love hanging in the commissary just like you and me, except they passed on to immortality. tears on long late nights, too many a beer. But they don't quit because they know they were meant to be the stars of the show. Gloria, Betty, Sylvia, recall endless auditions waiting in the hall. Only one girl would get the part, even though not much sets them apart. The divas, they all love the fame. The divas want you to remember their names. They love hanging in the commissary just like you and me, except they passed on to immortality. Time was passing by, the talkies were born. The silent stars were filled with scorn. Just a picture on a wall. Gloria, Betty, Sylvia began to fall. But if you visit Kaufman when no one's around, you may hear a silent diva sound. I'm meant to be at the top of the stairs, not in the basement, no, don't you dare. I'm a diva, I deserve my fame. I battled for decades, you remember my name. One late night these divas gave me this song, 'cause they knew this diva was ready to belong. There once was the diva, you may not know my name, but listen now, it's all my